Something strange is happening in the trading card game community. If you've been on Twitter, or X, the everything application, then you might have noticed that there are trading card game sleeve companies popping up everywhere. After doing some investigating, I found out something crazy about these new sleeve companies and why it seems like everyone is making one now. Historically, there's kinda the big three when it comes to trading card game sleeves. You've got Dragon, Shield, Ultimate Guard, and Ultra Pro. They've been around the longest, they have the largest market share, and they land the biggest contracts. Ultra Pro used to have the license for Pokémon and Magic the Gathering licensed sleeves, but now Dragon Shield has the license for Magic the Gathering sleeves and Flesh and Blood, and Ultimate Guard, they make katanas. But lately, I've noticed that there seems to be a lot of players, specifically in the Pokemon trading card game community, repping brands like FCBC, DuelSpec, and TopCutGear. I've seen these sleeves sold at local game stores, and even seen them at regional championship events. I didn't think too much of it, but then a new sleeve company got announced, Element Sleeves, and that made me start to wonder what's actually going on here. Before I go any further, I want to acknowledge that the CEO of TopCutGear has said some really hateful things about transgender people online and is currently banned from the Pokemon trading card game. His views are really hurtful and don't belong in the Pokemon trading card game community at all. My intention with this video isn't to platform him, but I think that for reasons that will become increasingly obvious, he is unfortunately a part of this story. Now, a few weeks ago, I heard a rumor that FCBC, DuelSpec, and TopCutGear were all selling the same sleeve from the same factory in China with a different box. That would be crazy. Nobody would be silly enough to do that. But then I saw this Alibaba link, and you know what? That box there on that listing is the same box that FCBC's come in, with the same Shield logo and everything. And come to think of it, all of these boxes do look kind of similar, and this comment on Alibaba here says that the sleeves that they ordered are the same ones as FCBC. So I started doing some investigating. I logged into Alibaba and told Mr. Barry Zhang from Unicorn Game Plus that I was looking to order some sleeves in bulk with custom boxes so that I could resell them. I told him that I was looking to order products similar to DuelSpec, FCBC, TopCutGear, and the new Element sleeves, and was wondering if his manufacturing company was responsible for making them. I asked how much it would cost for 10,000 boxes of sleeves with custom packaging, and I waited. And then he responded. Definitely. Then he gave me the price breakdown. 10,000 boxes of sleeves will cost $1.80 each, plus $4,500 for freight shipping. So $2.25 a box shipped. Then he sent me pictures of FCBC, TopCutGear, and DuelSpec XD, all in his factory. Oh my God, bro. There they are. That's crazy. So I asked him what options a buyer has to customize the sleeves that he sells, and he told me that sleeve size, color, and packaging can be customized. Next, I ordered boxes of FCBC, TopCutGear, and DuelSpec XD. I had my buddy Jesse Parker, who used to be sponsored by FCBC, try out FCBC and TopCutGear sleeves, and he could not tell the difference between them. I mean, he even got them mixed up at one point and told me with zero hesitation that he thought they were the same exact sleeve. And he's been using FCBCs for at least over a year at this point. When comparing the sleeves, I had to make sure that I marked the cards that I put in the sleeves, because if I didn't, I legitimately would not have been able to tell them apart. Then my DuelSpec XDs came in. DuelSpec XDs are a 0.5 millimeter shorter than TopCut and FCBC sleeves. But aside from that, they look and feel identical. From what I can tell with my eyes and hands, these seem to be the exact same sleeve, with the only difference being that DuelSpec XDs are a 0.5 millimeter shorter. I mean, look at the texture on these sleeves. Look at the color. Up close, it legitimately looks like these three were all cut from the same sheet. Look at the little shrink wrap that these things all come in. It's all the same. They all look the same, feel the same, mash the same, riffle the same. I can't tell them apart. That seems crazy to me. Is this crazy to anybody else? Am I losing my mind here? So I reached out to FCBC, DuelSpec, and TopCutGear for a comment. I told them that I had found that all of their sleeves come from the same factory, which also sells on Alibaba, and that I was thinking about making a video on the topic. I wanted to see what they had to say about other companies selling the same product under different names, and gave them an opportunity to express what they hope to bring to the community that people couldn't get by ordering directly from Alibaba. Thankfully, all three of them gave me a response. Brian, the owner of FCBC, told me he'd never heard of Unicorn Game Plus on Alibaba. He told me that his winter lineup is coming soon, with all new custom colors chosen by FCBC ambassadors. Then, he accused me of trying to clickbait for views and stir up drama. Then, he said he was sorry to see Jesse lose money because of my influence. For context, Jesse is a good friend of mine and stopped repping FCBCs this month. But that grown man is 30 years old and very capable of making his own decisions. I felt like FCBC was trying to manipulate me into not seeing what I was seeing right there in front of me. He didn't take my concern that his products were the same as others on the market or available on Alibaba seriously. That came off to me as super disingenuous because he's trying to advertise his sleeves as a premier product for pro players, and these are very valid concerns. TopCutGear responded and straight up admitted that TopCut, DuelSpec, and FCBC all order from Dongguan Berry Pack Co., which is the manufacturer behind the Unicorn Game Plus products that I had found on Alibaba. He then told me that the only differences between the company's products are the size of the sleeves, colors, pricing, and branding. DuelSpec also said that they had been partnered with Barry and his factory since 2022. Their CEO told me that each DuelSpec series is built to our own unique specifications, from sizing tolerances to film composition, which are unavailable as standard Alibaba listings. He continued, "I really want to hone in on this. It's impossible to buy DuelSpec products produced exactly to our specifications on Alibaba through a standard listing without entering into a manufacturing contract. We don't use generic specifications and have been that way since the beginning. The same cannot be said for our competitors." I followed up by asking DuelSpec if they employed a materials engineer and if they could elaborate on what makes their products different from their competitors, and I got no response. So, there you have it. You're mostly caught up with where I am on this whole situation now. It looks like FCBC, DuelSpec, and TopCutGear all order their sleeves in bulk from a manufacturer in China, Dongguan Berry Pack Co., which also has a presence on Alibaba and will sell you a similar, if not identical, product directly through Alibaba for a fraction of the cost. The result of all of this is that FCBC, DuelSpec, and TopCutGear all sell a product that I cannot tell apart, aside from the slight size difference with DuelSpec XDs. Based on what Barry told me, it seems as if these companies can order sleeves for about $2 for a box of 100 shipped if they buy them in large quantities. TopCutGear sells their sleeves $11.99 for 150, while FCBC and DuelSpec sell 100 count boxes for $10.99. FCBC and DuelSpec sell their boxes of sleeves to local game stores for $7 a box, with a suggested retail of $10.99. For comparison, most local game stores can expect to pay $7 a box for any of the big three name brand sleeves. So FCBC and DuelSpec are selling their products to local game stores at a premium price point. FCBC is local to me, about an hour north, and I've talked to a couple of local game stores in my area that used to carry FCBC sleeves but don't anymore because they realized that they could just order their own custom boxes of sleeves through Alibaba for a much cheaper price and then pass that cheaper price on to their customers. On the bottom of the box of FCBC, it says, "Designed in the USA, made in China." My question is, does FCBC employ a chemical or processing engineer who designs these things? To me, when you say you design a sleeve, it means that you played a significant role in creating the sleeve itself, including its materials. You know, its composition. After all, the materials are the most important part of the sleeve and the least easy to replicate. Picking a color and size, in my opinion, doesn't mean you designed a sleeve. Now on the bottom of DuelSpec XDs, it says that the sleeves are designed and engineered in the United States. My question for DuelSpec would be then, if your DuelSpec XD sleeves do have a special sauce and are engineered in the United States, why can't I tell the difference between them and the competitors that they claim to be so different from? They just don't look or feel different to me. Anyways, I'm not here to convince you that any specific sleeves are better than any others. I have my favorites, and you have yours. That's all subjective. What I do want is for there to be accountability and transparency with these new sleeve companies about what's going on with the manufacturing of their products and how they are being made. Who is engineering these sleeves, and why do they all look and feel the same? If you're selling a white label product with your own brand name packaging, that's fine, but please be transparent about it. So I think I found my answer as to why there's so many new sleeve companies. It's because anybody with a little bit of capital can make a Shopify website, place an order for some custom boxes from Barry in Guangdong, China, and call themselves one. Anyways, that's all I got for you here today. I'm really interested to hear what you, the community, has to say about all of this, which is why I made this video. So make sure to let me know in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching.